Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're looking at a seriously powerful AI tool that actually lives entirely in your pocket. I'm talking about something that's like a personal assistant who takes perfect notes for you, but with one huge difference. It's truly private.
So, let's talk about a problem I bet a lot of you have faced. You just finished a super important meeting or maybe a lecture, right? And now what? You're stuck. Are you going to spend the next few hours manually typing everything out? Or do you take that sensitive audio and just upload it to some random cloud service, kind of crossing your fingers that it stays private? It's a real pain, a classic lose-lose situation.
Yeah, this is what I call the transcription trap. You're constantly forced to choose between your valuable time and your personal security. It feels like there's no good option. But what if there was another way? A way to get out of that trap for good?
Okay, so let's break down those two bad options. On one hand, you've got doing it all yourself. It's so tedious, it's slow, and let's be honest, you're probably going to make a few mistakes. It wastes hours that you could be doing something way more important. Then, you've got these cloud AI services. Sure, they're fast, but they come with a massive, and I mean massive, privacy risk. You are literally sending your private conversations to some company's server. You have no idea who sees it. You have zero control.
So what if there was a third way? One that gives you the best of both worlds, the speed and accuracy of AI, but with the rock-solid security of keeping everything locked down on your own phone. Well, there is. And this brings us to what's really a major technological shift, the on-device revolution.
This is the absolute game changer. On-device AI. So what does that actually mean? It means all the heavy lifting, all the complex AI magic happens right there on your phone. Your data doesn't get sent to some giant server farm in another state or country. It never, ever leaves your device. It's like having a super secure vault right in your pocket.
Now, this technology didn't just pop up overnight. It really started to take off back in October 2019, when Google launched its Recorder app with the Pixel 4. That was the first time we saw 100% on-device transcription. But what happened next is really cool. By December of that same year, developers had already figured out how to get it working on other Android phones. Fast forward to August 2024, they add Gemini Nano for AI summaries, which is huge. And the trajectory is clear. By 2026, we're looking at offline AI that's just as good, if not better, than the cloud.
Okay, so this on-device revolution sounds great in theory, but how does it actually solve those two big problems we started with, privacy and wasted time? Let's get into it. First and foremost, and this is the big one, your conversations are finally truly private. I really can't stress this enough. This isn't just some bullet point on a feature list. It's the entire foundation of how this technology works. Because it's all processed 100% offline, your audio file literally never leaves your phone. It stays protected by your phone's own encryption. There are no data uploads to worry about, nothing gets sent to the cloud. This makes it incredibly secure, for things like financial records or confidential business meetings.
All right, so privacy's locked down. What about the speed? Well, think about this. A task that would take a human transcriber hours, maybe even days, is now done in just a few minutes. And the cost? A professional could charge a lot per hour. This, it's completely free. It's always there for you, 24/7, ready to go, right in your pocket. It's kind of a no-brainer.
Okay, so now you have this super fast, super private transcript. That's great. But who has time to read a massive wall of text? I mean, a 1-hour meeting can produce pages and pages of text. It's just too much to sort through. And this is where the app gets even smarter.
This is where that Gemini Nano AI comes into play. It doesn't just transcribe, it summarizes. It pulls out the key points for you automatically. And this was a total game changer. The moment they added this feature, user engagement shot up by 24%. Think about that. People weren't just recording anymore. They were getting instant, useful insights from their audio.
And the AI is also brilliant at dealing with all the little annoyances that can totally ruin a recording. We're talking about the messy, real-world stuff that happens all the time.
For example, it's been trained on tons of diverse lectures, so it's really good with different accents. It can isolate voices and just ignore annoying background noise like static or even applause. It can even tell the difference between the people who are talking and label them for you. And the best part? All of this works perfectly even when you're completely offline, like in airplane mode. No internet needed.
All right, so we've got this incredible app. It's private, it's fast, it's super smart. So what's the catch? Well, there was a big one. Originally, Google kept this amazing tool all to themselves, exclusively for their Pixel phones.
But, as you might have guessed, the tech community had other ideas.
That's right. When this app first came out, you could only get it if you bought a Google Pixel phone. If you had a Samsung or any other Android phone for that matter, you were just out of luck.
But here's where the story gets interesting. The developer community wasn't going to let that stand. They took the original app file, the APK, and they modified it. They created a community version that could be installed on other Android phones, a process called sideloading. This meant you could find this version and put it on your Samsung phone or whatever you had and unlock all that amazing on-device power. The genie was out of the bottle. Okay, let's zoom out a bit. Because the story of this one app isn't just about a cool piece of software. It's a perfect example of a much bigger shift that's happening in technology right now.
This shift is called edge computing, and all that really means is that the processing happens at the edge of the network, on your device, instead of in a centralized cloud. What we're seeing here is a glimpse into a future where our most powerful tools run locally, right in our hands, completely independent of some big company's servers.
And listen, this future is coming faster than you might think. We're already hearing experts say that very soon, the quality of on-device transcription will be completely indistinguishable from the cloud-based stuff. And when that day comes, you have to ask yourself, why would anyone ever choose the option that risks their privacy?
Which really leaves us with a final big question for the future. As our phones and personal devices get this smart, this powerful, all on their own, what does that mean for the cloud? When your phone is this capable, completely offline, who really needs the cloud anymore?